everybody, and welcome to the Fandom Flux Podcast episode 219. Hi, everybody. So,
Hello.
I'm Casey, and we've got the lovely person that reminded me what number we're on. Patient is here.
Hi, I'm not Kenji618, but my muscles are sore like his.
That's a step on the path to becoming Kenji618, I hear.
It's one step. There are multiple steps. Some of them
Now
are less pleasant than that.
Now I need you to slam your hand on a door and break your fingers.
No, you don't. That is not what I do.
Yeah, it is.
Saved by the bell, it seems.
Speaking of Kenshi, Kenshi's here.
Hi, I'm Kenji618. And being me does involve unique versions of bodily harm, but slamming your own hands and stuff is not part of it. Self-harm is not part of being Kenji618.
It totally is, actually.
It kind of is. Maybe not in that specific way, but you have done that before. You have slammed your hand on a door before. I distinctly remember that.
Was that the time he broke his fingers and duct taped them together?
No, that was a different thing.
Oh, okay.
So
It's impressive that you have such a clear recollection of all of your injuries. There are so many of them.
Well, yeah, I remember ones that I remember all of them. They happen so frequently that they annoy me to the extent where I have to remember them so they don't happen again in the same way. I mean, they happen again, just not in the same way.
Never making the same mistake twice.
Yes,
You know,
but
that's-
but
Just
mistakes will
very,
continue to
very
be made.
similar ones. Slice is here.
Oh, I'm here.
Yay. So, Zero's not here. He is very busy. It's coming up on that time of year where college students get panicky and shit. Less so Zero, because he's graduating and only has to do like 1 or 2 exams, I think. And as far as I'm aware, is basically already graduated. But yeah, he's still got a lot of shit to do and is super stressed, so he's not on this week. Sad face, but it happens. And Slicer will be leaving in about half an hour, so he should probably go
Yeah.
first.
There isn't... I haven't really done anything this week, to be honest. There is a LARPing event that I'm going to over the weekend. Next... not this weekend, but next weekend.
Slice is going to hit more dudes in the face with a wooden shield.
That is a thing you do.
No, it's not, actually. Not if you're an ass. Or not unless you're an ass.
Okay, that was a thing you used to do.
Okay, I did that once. I did. It's SCA, where you use wooden and metal weapons and armor. But that was a lot of fun. I wish it was more popular around here. It isn't, sadly.
I wonder why.
It's,
They heard about
yeah.
Slicer.
No.
He gets really into it and no one wants anything to do with that.
I'm more liable to injure myself than I am other people.
Yeah, that's the part that you're into, and that's why everyone's kind of weirded out about it.
Step two on the Kenji scale. Not really.
Anyway.
So, yeah, it's the event is called Melicorme, and it's actually the first event I ever went to for camping, so it's kind of a special event to me. So that'd be nice. So yeah, I hope that's fun. I've watched a few things, I've done some reading, and that's really about it. I haven't started any new shows, I haven't started any new fics, I've just been progressing through what I've already started.
Why don't you tell everyone what you're going to be leaving early for?
Oh, right, I'll be seeing Infinity War later in like an hour. So I hope that's good, and I'll be part of the spoiler cast whenever we decide to have that.
Right, I forgot I need to book tickets for that.
It'll be awesome.
See you in a world. Tomorrow. And 1 p.m. should do fine.
Finally. I'm going to forget some of the movie by the time you guys all watch it.
It's possible.
Hopefully you'll be there to refresh my memory.
It's what, a 3-hour movie? So yeah, you're gonna forget some details.
But it was so good to me. It's a damn shame. But I am not going to watch it again. That's not how I roll.
Okay.
So yeah, while I'm doing this, anything else, Lysa, or is that everything? Everything?
No, honestly, that's about it. I've probably forgot something, but nothing really stands out excessively.
Okay. Stop trying to sell me a fucking season pass or monthly subscription or whatever. You're cinema.
For Casey, Deadpool comes up next month, and you can be the first to see it. Or this month. What am I talking about?
That means I would have to pay for 2 months. That's how that would... Ooh. Nice empty theater. I like that. That's very much appreciated. Alright. Let's go with... Sit me there on the aisle. Cool beans.
Okay.
Alright,
If you need
so-
me to vamp, I can tell a story.
Alright.
So, me and the girlfriend were out. We're gonna go hit up Video Games Etc., local gaming store. First off, we were stuck half an hour in traffic. It took us half an hour to get 1,000 yards or something up the street. It was not great. So we finally get there, and they actually do have some amiibos, which is why we came there. They had Fox, Falco, Rosalina, and Daisy, which is surprising because they normally only have like one. It's pretty rare they actually get amiibos in. And so after this long pregnant silence, I'm like, Fox is mine. And she just throws the saltiest tantrum.
You chose wisely.
I mean, I clearly chose correctly, but no, she saw that shelf first, so clearly they were all hers. And we had this long debate in the store, and it was very entertaining. Thankfully, we've been in there so much that the clerks and stuff all know us, so nobody was like actually offended that we were having an argument. They were laughing at us, yes. So yeah, that was my Monday. Sunday, whatever.
Also, hi, Slice's girlfriend.
They say hi.
Yeah. So... Yeah, okay, fair enough. I guess I'll go, because I don't usually go early, so I'll go early this time. And we'll finish with Kinchi,
Alright.
who hopefully has things to say.
I do.
Really?
Yeah, dude. I do things.
Okay. So, yeah, it's hot as balls right here, right now. Super uncomfortable. Like,
Oh, it is.
I so want to turn my fan on right now, but I can't because it's pointed directly at my microphone. That would be bad, so I can't do that. But yeah, it's hot. I don't like it.
How hot is it?
Also, it's hay fever season and bug season. Bees. If you've ever seen the British weather chart, I don't think bees happens yet. I think that's in June. Let me check. There is a weather chart for, like, Britain for...
Bees? Bees.
Okay. British seasons.
Yeah, it's in that awkward period where we can't bring out the AC units yet, but it's because it's too cold in the mornings, but it's too hot in the afternoons to just start opening the day.
I'm looking it up, but I'm not finding it, which is unfortunate. Someone posted it in the public Discord a long time ago, but it is lost forever now. Yeah, there is a month that is just labeled bees, because there are a lot of fucking bees. Someone that doesn't particularly like bees, I'm not a fan. So,
Who likes bees?
Well, okay, there's a difference between not liking bees and not liking wasps.
I don't
They are
like
very
either.
different creatures.
They all hurt.
Yeah, they suck. What commentary from... Yeah. I didn't quite hear what she said, unfortunately. Oh well, maybe it'll come up in the recording.
She said we already had that debate yesterday about the wasps and bees.
Do they all suck? Is that what the conclusion was? It should be.
She decided that.
Well, then she's
I'm
right.
still a fan of bees because all they do for the environment. And all that.
Tell your girlfriend she's right.
Sure. All right. I'm not saying that.
Fun fact: You cannot kill bees in this country. It is actually illegal.
You can't really kill bees in this country either.
Really?
It is heavily frowned upon.
I thought that was just a thing. Like, it's literally illegal in this country. You can't do it.
You can't, like, if one messes, like, if one's annoying you, can kill it, but, like, you can't, like, if you, oh, there's a beehive there, get rid of it. No.
Yeah. So,
You can kill something if it annoys you, and good to know.
that is a good rule of thumb. Just, yeah. Okay. So,
I routinely assault things that annoy me. It's a wonder I'm not in jail yet. No, not really. But
so yeah, super hot, super uncomfortable. I don't like it.
super beesy. It's not a word. It is now.
It ain't easy when it's busy. All right, so that happened. That came out of my mouth. So, what the hell else was I going to talk about? Probably. Tom DeLonge has the most annoying voice ever, and I hope the Blink-182 re-record all of their songs without him in them. Yeah, I may or may not have tried to listen to their back catalogue, and every time I hear his stupid accent, I get annoyed.
Feeling reminiscent for the early thousands.
Yeah, and late 90s as well. What was it called? Enema of the State was in the 90s, so yeah, that's really annoying. Yeah, been trying out some new music. That Eminem album that came out a while ago, Marshall Mathers 2, it's pretty good.
Yeah.
Still drops that other F-bomb a lot.
He's never going to stop doing that.
I guess not. I mean, yeah, I guess it's kind of a set in his ways kind of thing. Also, kind of still with the shock humor or shock factor, I suppose. It's not really funny. It's just, ugh, he's doing that again. Okay, ugh. Yeah, but still a great album. Like, that's going in my playlist just in general now. It's good songs on it. What was the other thing? Oh, yeah. I've been playing the shit out of Kingdom Hearts. And that's...
Again?
Still, yeah, again. Only it's the updated, modernized version. So it plays better most of the time.
You mean 2.8 or 2.5?
1.5 at the moment.
How's it going?
So it was a challenge, we'll call it that, for the first couple of worlds, where everything would kill me in like 2 hits. Then it kind of tapered off from that, and I could handle it like just kind of power level and dump all of your stat upgrades on Sora, because obviously. And that
I didn't play that way. I always like to balance it.
That is
Yeah.
objectively a worse strategy. Like, party members come and go, but Sora's there forever.
Blame my excessive empathy.
Yeah.
That's fair enough.
Here's the thing. Okay, so I played through, most of the game. It's fine, whatever. There's some niggling bits and pieces that are kind of annoying, like that stupid Ursula boss battle. Swimming controls, not good.
What about the monkey in Traverse Town?
The monkey?
The monkey.
Remind me.
Sniper Wild, the one with the slingshot.
Oh, the unique one, yeah. That I had to look up what the deal with that was, and yeah, that's annoying, but it's fine. I can deal with that. Stop time, kill it, and
You
kill the
also
next
won't
ones.
need to deal with that for a while, thankfully.
Well, here's the thing.
Yeah.
I did like all through the game, and then got right up to Hollow Bastion, and I'm like, okay, I'll stop here, because that way I wanted to do the clock tower, the Big Ben thing in Wonderland, and get all the items, which means you have to play the game for 12 hours to do that.
Yep. Mm-hmm.
So I think, okay, I'll farm shit for a while. Try and get all those stupid arts and try and do some of the synthesizing stuff and the what's it called? The Hercules World, the tournaments. Tried to get those done. Yeah. And eventually got through that. Did Hollow Bastion, and then everything is annoying again because I got super used to being able to kill just about everything in one hit. And it was still kind of like that while I was doing Hollow Bastion. And then afterwards, I hated everything. Everything is the most annoying enemy in the game. Every single thing. And of course, by that point, I'm basically super OP. Kind of. Like, in the sense that Sora is the only character that is actually at a reasonable level for that kind of combat. And the other two literally just get in the way. It has gotten to the point where I'd rather just take them out of the party if the game would let me. Because all they do is push enemies out of the way right as I'm about to attack them. Every single time.
I have felt that way a lot in Kingdom Hearts games, actually. Your teammates are kind of useless.
May I again raise the point that that's because you don't give them any help?
Yeah, but they'd still be doing it. That's the thing. Like, they would still be running at the lion shield things face first, and the huge bodies or whatever they're called, and the fire ones face first.
They actually do damage that way.
Really?
At least Goofy does.
Cheating pieces of shit. Yeah, okay. It doesn't show that particularly well, so that would have been nice to know, but, yeah. Like,
try being a little kinder, perhaps.
No, I'm good. Yeah. Did they really need to give literally every enemy in the late game something that means you just straight up can't hit them? Was that necessary?
Unfortunately, it is irritating.
Yeah, come to think of it, you have a point. The behemoths, the invisibles, the angel stars, the dark balls, and the Neo shadows.
Yep.
All of them have invulnerability moves. I didn't really think about that, but you're right.
I hate the magic ones. The magic ones are assholes. Yeah. So
And
that's been an exercise in frustration. I am basically going to power level until I can kill things in one hit again.
And how's the speedster thing coming along?
Oh, that I'm not doing until I'm done, because that's like the speedrun thing, and that means, okay, I will play on beginner, please. Like, why would I do it any other way? There's no reason. Yeah, so...
Because you want to show off?
Not really. I mean, it's Kingdom Hearts. So, yeah, that's gonna take another... God knows how long, 10, 20 hours maybe, to get everything done. I hope. Then I'm moving on to the integral, let's call it, the Chain of Memories thing. That's going to be special. All I've heard is bad things about that game, except Patient that just kind of in the middle, not quite defending it, but also just kind of, it's not so bad kind of thing. So...
And I'm the patient one.
Yeah, I have very little expectations, so it's probably not going to seem that bad. Probably.
There's one thing about Chain of Memories that I will definitely support 100%. All of the special moves that you can give Sora. Just the ways that you can change, the ways that you can use his magic in less linear way. I love that.
Oh. Yeah. One great thing is Oz Arcanum. That's a fucking great move because it just punches through every kind of invulnerability. I love that so much. So I need to just sort of design a build that just works entirely around that.
I feel like maybe I played Kingdom Hearts wrong. I didn't use any of those moves that just instantly use your entire magic bar. Any of them.
They don't use your entire magic bar in the first game.
Yeah. Oz uses 3 MP, I believe, which is entirely manageable. Like, if you have all the MP boosting things like Rage and Haste and everything, then you just use that and you're out of mana. Okay. Hit the thing a couple times. Cool, you have your mana back. It's fine.
Yeah, it's not hard.
Yeah, I went pretty much pure melee. The only magic I used was Cure. Or if I was fighting a mushroom or whatever, you had to cast magic on.
Yeah. Still a great game, though. Like, all of the really, really annoying things aside, and there are a lot of really, really annoying things, it's still a fantastic game. So, yeah. Valid. The hype is valid. The second one, I don't know, I got like halfway through and was not as keen on it, but I'll get back there and see how that works. But, yeah. The first one is a really, really good game.
Yep.
David Boreanaz is still a really bad voice actor.
Who?
He plays Leon in the first game.
Oh,
Squall.
yeah.
So, you found the darkness in the Keyblade, Sora. I see. Kairi was in your heart all along.
Alright, anything else, Casey?
No, that's all I got. I'm lame, but yeah. Oh, my booking I stopped booking my cinema tickets because it was, it required me to put in credit card information. I don't have the brain space for that right now. Expired. Oh, sad face. Patient, what have you been doing?
The past week hasn't had much to remark on. Oh, wait, that's not true. We had 5 tellers at my job at the start of last week. Now we're down to 3.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, the strongest survive.
Says good things about you.
We had 2 new hires. One came in on Monday and didn't come in again. And the other, there were scheduling conflicts that couldn't get resolved, so they just... When Doris, my manager, tried to see about fixing it some, the employee just got fed up, resigned on the spot, and walked out.
That's kind of an asshole move. Do you not have, like, do you not have to give notice?
Well, the thing is that they did give notice when they were about their inability to work certain hours because they had a second job. But whoever was making the schedule, they apparently didn't process that as they should have. So, I mean, all in all, Doris, my manager, she isn't the one who makes the schedule, so she shouldn't have gotten quite as much of the blame as she did. But on the other hand, the employee who walked out I can't really blame her if that's what happened.
It's a little weird. I mean, if you have a second job, usually it's because you need the money, so quitting your first job seems not...
No,
seems an odd course of action, but yeah.
The bank was the second job.
Ah.
Yeah, so I assume that they're going to look for a first one now. A second one. You get
a second job, yeah.
So yeah, the manager, I spent a good portion of that day cheering her up, honestly. So I make a pretty good impression at work, so that's nice. This week I'm scheduled to work full-time for the first time, even though I'm still technically a part-time employee. And I prefer part-time, honestly, just more free time for the writing and more flexibility for me to work more hours if I want to. So,
Can you turn down the extra time, or do you have to take it?
for this week, one of the tellers is on vacation, so I pretty much have to work full time. They might call in some tellers from some other branches to help, but it's just going to be myself and the one other teller who's there for now. For the rest of the week, for which I'll be getting up at 7:30 the next 3 days. Not pleasant. I mean, if it were 8:30, that would be fine. But 7:30 is just a little too much. Not much aside from that, just... I worked out again at the gym this morning. My arms are feeling it a lot more than they did last week. And I'm working on a couple of video games trying to get closer to completion. I found a couple of good stories for recommendations, so I'll be recommending one of them. Probably the one that I'm now a beta for. And Boy with a Scar updated. Good One Piece fic. Somewhere in the top 25, I'm pretty sure. The next chapter is coming a bit slow for this Bites. Just scheduling and inspiration issues. It's coming slowly but surely.
Well, that's good. At least it is happening. It's good.
Yeah. And I mean, we've got it all planned out. It's just a matter of connecting the dots. And it's proving a bit trickier than we expected to do so. I'm not sure that there's much else. It's been a pretty mundane week. So, shall we go to the most exciting of us?
Yeah, let's go back to me. I did actually have another thing that I should probably talk about. Yeah, I think I mentioned a couple of times family members having some medical difficulties. That's not sorted, but understood a lot better, let's say, and undergoing treatment, and that's a lot better than it was previously. So
that's good.
I'm very happy about that, and hopefully I won't have a bit of a freak out again and have to cancel a recording again, because that was annoying when that happened. So yeah, that's that. So Kenshu,
All right.
it's slightly less interesting than me, but it's okay. We all have our crosses to bear.
All right.
Me
Whatever.
more than most.
No selling that. Let's see. Well, first and foremost, should say with the shortest thing first. My brother came back. He's out of the army now, so that's the thing.
Oh, cool.
Yeah, he might be going back if he can't find anything he really wants to do, but he plans on going to Florida in like a month to see what's down there for him.
Huh.
So he's going to do that. So when he came back, we talked for a bit and hung out. He's still the same, like the exact same.
Is that a good thing?
It's a reliable thing. He is the exact same.
The military can really fuck you up. So
Yeah.
honestly, that's kind of a good thing.
Yeah. So we've been spending some time, but he still doesn't like doing things. He doesn't like activities.
Yeah,
So-
you mentioned like a couple times a long time ago that he was a bit of a meandering fuck up. So not so
He's not-
much. Is that
He's not really a fuck up. It's like he doesn't.
he's not driven?
Yeah, that's probably the best way for it, or the easiest way to describe it. But yeah, so he's also not very personable. So like the first time I saw him again, last time right before we left, or I left, tried to give him a hug, and he wasn't having it. So basically, what should have been like a 15-second goodbye turned into like 5 minutes of me wrestling him to try and get a hug out of him. And he apparently apparently being in the military gave him in his hand-to-hand combat to get me off of him. What he did not realize was the most important thing about grappling is not just technique, but if technique is even, size is most important. So basically what happened was I got him on his back and he was trying to hold me off with his feet and his arms. And basically all I did was just like melt on him like butter until he ran out of energy.
That's a metaphor. Okay.
It was what it was. Like I was just trying to keep him from throwing me off of him, but I was really not doing anything but balancing myself until he ran out of energy and gave up and let me hug him.
That's a really gross image. I didn't need that in my life today.
Just
Well-
a little.
You got it. So yeah, let's see. What else have I done this week?
Ew.
I will take this second pause to say I gotta head out. So
All right, man.
Bye, Sizer.
Thank you, Slicer. And then there were 3.
I miss him already.
Hmm.
All right, so let's see. I had wrestling shows this weekend. 2, one on Friday, one on Saturday, and they were all part of a Cinco de Mayo festival,
Oh, God.
which was interesting. Oh God, what? I want to hear what your oh God is.
It's all luchador things. I
Hell
assume.
yeah!
Yeah. Did they speak English this time?
No.
Of course not.
Well, actually, on Saturday I did wrestle like Americans, or at least native English-speaking dudes. But Friday I wrestled luchador, which it wasn't bad. It was just I've been working on my Spanish again, so it wasn't that hard to work with them this time. But yeah, it was hilarious because like all the music, I gave them music to use for me. They did not use my music. They used like whatever they had, which was like Spanish remixes of like top 40. It was hilarious. It was great. And then they had like an announcer, like during the matches, they had an announcer like doing commentary on like the loudspeaker throughout the match in Spanish. It was awesome. And the venue was nice too. Like the Saturday night venue was great as far as I'm concerned. Like it was like an indoor soccer field. Not a big place, but it was pretty neat little setup. I like it. I
Five-a-side
think-
kind of thing.
Yeah. So I hope they go back there because I really like that place. And let's see, what else have I done? Oh yeah, I started watching Peaky Blinders on Netflix. You know what that is?
I've heard the name. That was more intense than I meant it to be. I've heard the name.
Yeah, I'm sure you have. It's probably not something you actually like got around to watching because it's like a thing that kind of got big over there before it got big over here. So,
Okay.
and you're a hipster, so
If it's British television, I haven't watched British television in a long time. I say that's like 2 years, but yeah.
that's also probably a reason why. But I've been watching that show, and it's good, dude. It's like it's about a crime family from Birmingham, and it's set around after World War I, like 1919. That's when it starts. So it's really good stuff. The soundtrack is
One thing though, Kenji mispronouncing Birmingham. It's Birmingham.
I'm not gonna say that ever. I don't do that.
Birmingham.
Dude, are you kidding me? I recently learned accents between areas. So don't get started on that. I'm never gonna get it.
Birmingham. Anyway, you were saying
So yeah, Peaky
Birmingham
Blinders.
Crime
It's
Family.
it's really good. It's got 4 seasons. 3 are available on Netflix in the United States. I just started season 3. So
So you're in the
fantastic.
autumn now.
Yeah.
Uh,
See what else has Kenji got? Not much else really. Oh yeah, I do have one thing I'd like to ask you guys.
Yeah.
It depends on how many you've seen, but not counting Infinity War for those that haven't seen it. How would you rank the Marvel movies in your top 5?
I haven't seen even one.
oh, we did this a while ago in the Discord. I want to say Ragnarok was at the top. It might have been.
Yes,
Yeah.
yes, damn right it is. And no one gets it. No one understands when I say.
I don't understand how no one understands. It's a really good film, really tightly scripted. I don't. Makes
Yeah,
me sad.
and then I like Winter Soldier, second,
Hmm.
and then Guardians of the Galaxy third, first one.
I basically can't remember what my next 4 down were. I know we did like a top 5 thing, and I can't remember beyond Ragnarok being on the top. I think Spider-Man was somewhere up there, high up there.
That counts.
Yeah, it's a
Oh, Homecoming, yeah.
Yeah.
Homecoming.
Probably the first Iron Man was really high up there. That's a really good film. It still holds up.
I don't even think about that one. I think because it's the one that I compare all the others to. I think about it as ranking.
Like, I have the distinct impression that neither of the Guardians films got in my top 5. I don't know.
You do. Damn it, Kate. You're supposed to know. Feel what's top 5 to you.
Yeah, they don't feel top 5, to be honest.
Oh.
Good comedies, but Ragnarok was a better comedy. I'm trying to remember what other sub-franchises there are. I mean, there's Captain America. The first one was meh. The second one was
Ant-Man. There's the Thors, which no one's gonna say.
Yeah, it's just the third one's only the good one.
There's the actual Avenger movies.
Oh yeah. Yeah, I think Avengers 1 was probably in there as well, and I can't remember the 5th. So yeah, Ragnarok, Spider-Man, Avengers 1, Iron Man, and
Civil War.
I don't think it. At a push, yeah, it'd probably be number 5. Because I'm not sure what else would go in there.
Yeah, I just wanted to bring that up to talk about it a little bit. I don't even remember my whole top 5 is Ragnarok 1. Let's see, Winter Soldier 2, Guardians Galaxy 3 because that movie gets a good laugh out of me. Also, I love Dave Bautista. 4 would be Civil War, and 5 would be what was 5? I did not write these down. Gosh, first Captain America. For some reason, I like how the MCU did him.
Yeah. Anyway, is there anything else worth talking about? Because
Not really. People who like Battlefield are getting really, really antsy over the fact that there's been no announcement on what Battlefield's going to be.
Oh no!
Yeah.
What a I don't know what word to use for it, but what a bad thing! What a bad thing that is. I guess.
I know you don't care, but I do. And also, while I don't care, it's kind of funny to see everyone complaining about waiting on a teaser.
Well, here's the thing. What could it be? It could be World War I again. That was successful. Wouldn't surprise me. Probably be good. It won't be World War II because COD is doing that, and it didn't go especially well beyond just being a COD game. They could try and go weird again, go a little bit further back, maybe do Civil War.
There's no way that's happening.
Yeah, it'd be weird, like I say.
Have you ever played a Civil War game? Because those existed.
There was that one that was like a time cop kind of thing, where he was a Civil War soldier, and he died, and then he becomes a time traveler that polices time travelers, or I forget what it's called, but it was a really cool concept that was just the gameplay wasn't there. I say cool, I mean fun concept. Yeah, but no, I haven't played any Civil War games.
Yeah, they're not great.
Or they could just go modern, or go Vietnam. That's also a thing they could do. Like, what is people expecting there's going to be some circumstance where it's bad? I don't.
No, they don't want, like, people split. They're like, oh, two game, or no, I want a Cold War game, or we haven't seen Vietnam in a while, or some people think it's going to be another future game like what Call of Duty did.
Yeah, that future shit didn't go well at any point that anyone did it, so I don't think anyone's going to do it again anytime soon.
Yeah. There's no hints whatsoever, so so everyone's just uppity that they've been waiting forever after the announcement and haven't had any word about what the game is yet. I'm like, why do you care? I don't get it. Wait for it. Doesn't matter.
Go back to playing eventually. Battlefield 1. That's a really good game, apparently.
Or 4, which is still really fucking awesome. So play that. And still has a crowd for it.
Yeah. It's weird.
I don't know. Damn millennials.
I don't know what video games are coming out soon that I'm actually looking forward to.
Red Dead's in October.
I hated the first one.
Oh,
couldn't get my head around the horses. It was terrible. The controls were weird.
The Spyro remastered trilogy.
That is also coming out.
That's a thing.
Spider-Man, I think, is coming out in September on PlayStation. I'm excited about that. I don't really know what else is coming out this summer. Oh, Soul Calibur is coming out for those like fighting games. I don't know when that is though.
I just remembered. I think Pillars came out today. Like literally today. Oops.
You already spent money on that movie ticket.
Where is the Steam page? There it is.
Rated M for mature.
Don't give me a trailer. I'm trying to record a podcast, motherfuckers. Stop it! Stop the trailer. Right. This podcast is rated M for mature.
How else will they sell you stuff?
Yeah, so, yeah, I think this game's out. Yeah, so, whoops. Was not on top of that. I was too distracted by Kingdom Hearts and such. I don't know. We're basically vamping to fill another 20 minutes at this point, so I think maybe we just have a short episode today.
No.
It would actually be kind of convenient to have Zero on this week so he could do the Patreon shoutouts, because that would fill time, but with him not being here, we can't actually do that. So, oh well.
We'll wait till next week.
Yep.
Along with the spoilers for Avengers.
Can't do that either. Because no one else has seen it but you, and
I mean, I can still do it. It'll
probably
be me talking to myself.
I mean, yeah.
But I've done that before.
So, I don't even know what would go in the link dump because I haven't been doing it. Whoops. It's hot. Don't blame me. So, recommendations.
Right. I actually have one.
Cool.
Well, we'll start with yours then.
Very well, then. We will start with mine. Because you said so. All right. So this one. For those of you that have read the story, Professor Ark, the Ruby story.
Oh, yeah, that was a good one.
Yeah. This other dude, or lady, I don't know, they wrote a story based on the John fakes his way into speaking with transcripts from another thing, but he was actually a student. That he was actually a student somewhere else. They take that idea and twist it a little bit. He was actually a student at the academy that got torn up, that he faked his transcripts from to get into Beacon. So he actually does have some legitimacy in this one.
Oh, so basically the whole bullshit backstory from Professor Ock is real in this one.
Pretty much, yeah.
Wow, okay. That's a turn.
Yeah, and I pretty much like it so far. The early chapters are basically detailing some of his time at the school, but those don't last very long. So if that's not your thing, don't worry about it. If you like that kind of thing, it does give you a little exposition on, what his life would have been like if that had been a thing. So yeah, I'm going with Professor Arc, student of Vacuo. I don't know how to say. I can never pronounce that thing. I don't know if it did this time.
Vacuo.
I can never say that. And it's written by Cat Killer -V. For those interested, cat with a K.
Vacuum with an O instead.
I will forget that, but I'll try to remember it.
Vacuo. Yeah.
But yeah,
Good job.
Gorilla thumbs up for the story so far. It's about how many chapters? Like
13?
13 chapters. Yes. So yeah.
Cool beans. I'll actually probably read that after I've read all of the other 12 things that are in my tabs at the moment. Yeah. So, Patient, you have recommendation?
I do. I'll start by saying that I've actually written out what I'm going to say, avoid babbling and going on the past few weeks, which I imagine gets annoying.
He was expecting a response there. I didn't give one. Oops.
My recommendation this week is a crossover fic called The Nightmare Before Hogwarts. Needless to say, it's a Harry Potter Nightmare Before Christmas crossover, with a few other references here and there, the most prominent being Corpse Bride. Anyway, short synopsis. On Halloween of 1986, 5 years after the fall, 40 years after Jack attempted to take over Christmas, the creature hiding under the stairs, the one with fingers like snakes, spiders in its hair, enters Harry's cupboard for a scare, but flees when he finds that Harry's there. The passageway remains open, and with a thirst for excitement, Harry decides to see where the passageway goes. Naturally, it leads to Halloween Town, or at least the graveyard in the outskirts. That's the extent of what I'll say. Let's just say that in the 18 chapters present, there have been a lot of changes that promise things will be very interesting when canon begins.
That sounds weird. Not in a bad way, but in like a how the hell is this gonna work way.
Uh-huh.
I'm trying to visualize it in my head. I guess the only way I can see it is if
I've had this song stuck in my head for so long. Stupid
What
Kingdom
song?
Hearts. With its stupid instrumental version of This Is Halloween. That I ended up singing. I spent most of that game that I've been playing narrating all of my actions and very frequent frustrations by singing them to the tune of that with varying lyrics of varying levels of frustration. Just sort of shouting at the characters to stop getting in my fucking way more often than not. Yeah.
Have you considered doing a Let's Play?
yeah.
That would require a capture card, which I don't have.
That's fair.
Yeah.
How about your capture cards?
Kenshi?
Mine was. I don't remember how much mine was. Hold on. I have to Google it.
Kind of defeats the purpose of asking Kenshi, but okay.
Oh yeah, dude. Oh yeah. The one I got was like $170.
Goodness.
Yeah. They are a little on the pricey side because, well, it's production equipment. It's kind of expected. So. Oh well. I do actually plan on sorting all that out. I need to put together. I need to revamp my setup for that kind of thing. Because I would like to get into doing some of that stuff.
You'd have my support for it. But I'd really... narrating like that to...
He wants to see you get mad.
Well, I can't help it if comedic sociopathy is...
No, it's legitimately funny. Like, I've seen it. I've been there for it. It's hilarious.
Anyway, so, Patient, you had 2. Do you want to give the second one, or do you want to hold on to it?
I'm going to hold that one for next week.
Okay. So I guess we're pretty much done. Oh, that killed like 10 minutes. Cool beans. So it's 50 minutes instead of 45. That's better. I will say, I know Zero's not here, but we do like to do shoutouts on the first week of the month, or when we can do them first. We can't do it this week, but we do. Thanks everybody that donated on Patreon. Zero has sent the money out. So thanks everybody. We very much appreciate it. Yeah. I guess we're going to close out the episode, unless anyone's going to drop something on me right now that would happen to fill like 9 minutes. That'd be...
That would be Circle Guy.
Yeah, but he fucked off, so...
Alright, so...
yeah.
I could offer something else that would fill the time. Be me attempting to fill the outro. So I'd like to thank everybody.
That's cheating. So, everybody, podcast 219. It's called Bees, probably. If you want to get in contact with us, you can do so through the YouTube channel, through the comments. Please donate on Patreon if you feel like it. We'd appreciate it. Just give a shout out and such. He's just singing to himself now. He's very amused at his own antics.
Just in me.
Okay. Yeah, thanks for listening and stuff. Bye, everybody.
Bye.
Weird. This got so weird.